Welcome back. It's wonderful to be here. Let's get into it. Alright. I have the utmost excitement for today's live stream, but I'd be lying to you if I said I wasn't a little distracted today. Alright? I know I'm not at the top of my game. I can admit that, okay? For those of you who don't know, I'm a huge Big Brother fan, okay? And tonight is the live eviction episode for Big Brother 28, fourth eviction, and I am just enthralled with who's potentially going home tonight. I'm really hoping it's going to be Lyric. Alright. I've been watching the feeds like a hawk these past couple days, just to, get my fix and follow all of the, the vote changes and weighing of opinions in the House. I'm a big nut for, reality TV, especially, competition shows like Big Brother, Survivor, The Challenge. And, I don't know, I'm just addicted. Yeah. Therefore, I won't lie to y'all. About halfway through this stream, we might be taking a little bit of a pause just to see who got evicted from Big Brother. Straight up. But otherwise, we'll jump into the stream. So, today is our first time ever playing Mario Kart 7 on live stream. Alright, and I should probably make that distinction right away. I have obviously played Mario Kart 7 before, as you can see here by my account. It is fully 100%. However, I've never played this game on live stream because the 3DS was one of the few Nintendo systems I was never really able to properly emulate. It was like the 3DS and the DS because the touchscreen confused me. And I know there's easy emulators out there that can recreate the touchscreen experience without you having to use a touchpad or really any sort of touchscreen at all on your computer. But me personally, I don't know, I wanted to recreate that touchscreen experience to the fullest. And I could never get it to quite work. So I just never emulated the DS and the 3DS. I was able to emulate almost every other Nintendo console. And if Nintendo's listening, I never have recreated, emulated, or ripped any of your games off in the form of a ROM. I don't know what emulation is. But, therefore, because I have, never played any DS, 3DS games in the form of emulation, now that I finally have a real 3DS with a real capture card installed and soldered to the hard drive, we can play Mario Kart 7 legitimately. And Nintendo can't be upset. I mean, they might be a little upset that I installed a capture card to their console. They're probably seething over in their Tokyo offices that I soldered a capture card to their precious, precious hard drive of the 3DS or motherboard. Why do I keep saying hard drive? Jesus Christ. Sorry, I worked a 10-hour shift today. I'm a little burnt out. I soldered a capture card to the motherboard of this 3DS. But, I feel honestly really proud of that. We can play Mario Kart 7 legitimately. And therefore, my plan today is just to play through all 8 of the Grand Prix. I don't know how much of the battle mode we're going to do, because I don't really like the battle mode in this game. So I might just skip it. That's fine. We can still play all of the Grand Prix, and that should at least be enough content for a short little stream. Especially because I work today, I don't mind today's stream being a bit short. I'm alright with this being a shorter stream. Yeah, I'm excited. I just have so much fun playing 3DS games. I don't know. Can't explain it. It has been a hot minute since I played this game, though. So I'm going to have to get, a feel for the controls. Ooh, okay. I'm trying to take this turn like I'm playing Mario Kart 8. Like I'm playing Mario Kart World. I need to remember that I can't you know, drive on the walls, let alone rail grind. It's okay. We got an early lead. Never mind. That's crazy timing. Everything's falling apart. Alright, let's collect coins just so we can get our speed going. It's like I speak and my words immediately come back to bite me. I bragged about being in first. I immediately got green shelled, then bombed. I talk about wanting to collect coins. I immediately get lightning. I'm getting hit by like every item. Okay, well I just ran into that banana by choice. Full consent. I don't think that green shell's gonna hit anything. It hit a banana way off in the distance. Alright, we might be screwed here. Okay, that was a way better shortcut than I thought. I honestly didn't think cutting through the grass there was going to save us that much time. But it low-key worked. Okay. Not bad. Alright. I'll take it. I don't even know if we deserve to win. I can admit that. I'll be honest about that. But I'm not going to complain. I think moving forward, I really need to focus more on coins, because the more coins you have, the faster you'll go. And therefore, to save ourselves the devastation, truly, that I almost experienced, I really almost threw that entire first race away. We should just have 10 coins as early into the race as possible. Oh my god, I was drifting the wrong way. Okay. I want that coin, but it's fine. I'm not upset. Like, I don't even mind being in, like, 6th right now as long as I can get some coins. They stole them all, though. And in this game, the coins do not respawn very quickly. Whatever, I'm just taking a shortcut. I'm so used to the newer Mario Kart games where if someone in front of you takes a coin or even an item box, it sucks. Okay. We gotta lock in. This is going so terribly. What was I even saying? Oh, yeah. I'm so used to the newer Mario Kart games where if someone in front of you takes a coin or an item box, it respawns very quickly. But like in this game, that person stole my coin and I had to move over to the right. The coin on the left never respawned. It's not going to respawn until next lap, I'm convinced. I'm going to get rid of this trash item. I can get rid of it in time. Hey, what's up, best friend Emily? How you doing? Wonderful to see ya. No, I fell. Okay. Once again, we are going into lap 3. Almost at an embarrassing position. Started lap 3, 4th place. I'm getting... Oh my god. I'm getting gangbanged. Stop. From the front, right, left, and center, it's a Brazzers video. Can we please stop? My wife would think this is cheating if she saw this. Actually insane. No, we might be screwed. Oh my god, we might be screwed. Oh, no, 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 no. I mean, it's not over. If I get a good... I got a green shell in 5th. Oh, it's over. Okay. 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 So we just kind of have to play perfect, like the rest of the Grand Prix. Or we need Honey Queen to mess up. It takes skill to miss 2 people. Smack dab in the middle. I just wanted 2nd. I couldn't even get that. Like, who gets a green shell in 5th? That was disrespectful. I was really hoping I'd get just a single mushroom to take the shortcut at the end of the lap. And the answer was no. Also, how you doing, Hollow Man? I'm so excited you're here tonight. I was really hoping you'd be in the chat because I have a lot of excitement for this stream, specifically for BB28. I am very, very excited for the eviction tonight on BB28, to the point where I might pause my live stream just to watch the eviction. But that's okay, we can react to it live on stream. Missed him. Not too bad, I got off work at 4 and I'm having a beer and contemplating what I want to play. You should play Mario Kart 7 with me, brother. Should have just gone to the left. I'm pretty sure the left is faster, like, in every situation. Unless, of course, you fall off, but we don't suck. I need to watch my bottom screen more often. I don't know. I need to pay more attention to the bottom screen in case someone gets, like, a blue shell. And honestly, that's just a good rule of thumb in life. It's a good... Jesus Christ. Oh, there's a red shell. See, that's what I mean. I need to pay attention to my bottom screen more often, especially if someone gets that blue shell, which is a good rule of thumb in life because you got to pay more attention to your bottoms. The bottoms deserve more love. Alright, I feel like bottoms don't get enough love and respect. That has no secondary connotation, alright? We're just talking about Mario Kart. You know damn well I would play with you. Yeah, I wish I could, honestly. I'm so sad there is no longer working online services for the 3DS, the Wii U. I loved those systems. I love this system. It's great. Oh, okay. Not great. Not great. It's fine. I think as long as Honey Queen doesn't get first, as long as we finish above Honey Queen, we've won this Grand Prix. We just have to top Honey Queen. Sorry. I'm so sorry. As long as we finish above Honey Queen, we will win this Grand Prix. I don't know what just happened. Maybe I thought Yoshi was like a medium weight character, but I am getting pushed around by everyone. It's kind of crazy. Yeah. The point I was trying to make earlier is with the way the points are spread out, we have enough points where like we could get second and win this Grand Prix as long as Honey Queen doesn't get first. We could get third and win this Grand Prix as long as Honey Queen doesn't get first or second. Now, if we get like 4th or 5th, we're starting to really risk it because that's not a lot of points. And someone else could like snag first place on the Grand Prix. Someone else could come in and steal first from us. Okay, I want Shy Guy. I did not know that's what was going to happen. So remember I said, like, we really need to finish in a respectable position? I ended up committing suicide, and now we're in 8th, going into the start of lap 3. Not ideal. It's okay. Do you know who's getting evicted? So, before the live feeds turned off, it was looking like if Drew wins... Well, actually, that's the most exciting scenario. Let's save that for last. So before the live feeds turned off, if Melody won the Blockbuster, Drew was all but guaranteed to stay against Lyric. Like, 99% guaranteed. Ooh, this is going to be close. This Toad got first last race. Okay, we're fine. We beat Honey Queen, which is all that matters. I told you, we just had to top Honey Queen. And I'll top Honey Queen any day. Sorry. I'm sorry. Before we move on to the next Grand Prix, let me finish what I was saying in the chat. So if Drew wins... No, sorry, I keep trying to go to the most exciting part of the conversation. Save the best for last, Caleb. If Melody wins the blockbuster, leaving Drew and Lyric on the block, Drew's all but guaranteed to stay. Lyric's getting evicted. If Melody and Lyric are on the block, meaning Drew... Oh my god, I can't... I'm having a stroke. Holy shit. I'm having a stroke. I'm having a stroke. I'm having a stroke. We're doing a mental reset, okay? Welcome to the stream. My name's Caleb. This is the first time we're having this conversation. Oh my god, something's wrong with me. If Melody wins Blockbuster, leaving Drew and Lyric on the block, Drew is guaranteed to stay. If Lyric wins Blockbuster, and Drew and Melody are on the block, which would make me very sad, because I want Lyric to go home, Drew is pretty much guaranteed to stay. But if Drew wins the Blockbuster, leaving Melody and Lyric on the block, it is shaping up to be a literal 6-5 vote. An almost tied vote, but 6-5 to evict Lyric and save Melody, which is so exciting. Also, thank you for the sub on YouTube, Lewis. I appreciate you. That's crazy. I almost hope I almost hope we see a win from Drew. I really, really hope Drew wins the Blockbuster, because a 6-5 vote would be so exciting. Even though it puts Melody at a little bit of risk for going home, because it could switch the other way around. It could switch, like, it could go 6-5 in Lyric's favor, and Melody goes home, which I don't want. A 6-5 vote is still so exciting. And I know I just stumbled over my words a lot there. I apologize. I worked 10 hours today, so I am really burnt out. My brain is fried. But I tried to explain it as best as possible. I apologize. My bad, boys. Alright, we need to perform better in this Grand Prix. I feel like I was doing terrible last time. Alright, I was just hopping. I was having a good fun time. Oh god, green shells. Terrifying. I want nothing to do with that. Oh, thank you. I do love these tracks. The tracks themed to Wii Sports Resort always, like, I don't know. They always made me happy. Also, I just purposefully drove into that wall so I didn't get red shelled, and it actually worked. I saw Toad had a red shell behind me, so I drove into the wall, and it was perfectly timed. He ended up throwing the red shell, and it hit Honey Queen instead of me. That's so funny. Oh my god, Toad, stop, bro. Leave me alone. We're just rubbing up against each other. I really feel like, even though I'm playing Yoshi, who's supposed to be a medium weight character, I feel like such a lightweight character. I'm getting bounced around like crazy. Need to get rid of this item. I hate this item so much, especially in first. All it does is waste a spot in your inventory. It does such a terrible job of defending you. I don't like it. Someone's got the lightning. They didn't use it. That's fine. This is the end of the race anyways. It doesn't really matter. We're chilling. I feel good. Yeah. I will definitely be pausing the stream at some point just to react to tonight's eviction. Because I want to see what happens. I am so nervous but so excited at the same time. We're going to be reacting live on stream to tonight's Big Brother eviction. Oh, I just took out the whole pack with that bomb. Dude, that was like an airstrike. A US drone. I just took out an entire village of 17 women and children, and we lied to the American citizens back home and said it was terrorists. That's crazy. Holy shit. Oh my god. Actually insane. I'll never forget the 4-3 vote. Take out Jesse on Keisha's birthday. That's like an all-time vote. That's an all-timer. One of my favorite votes I've ever been a part of in the 2 online like orgs I've played. And even though I know we've talked about this a lot on stream, and I have very mixed memories of playing orgs because some of the people in the org community are just so like toxic and mean and just very, I think, genuinely bitter people. Like, some of the people I met playing orgs treated me worse than I've been treated in like my YouTube comments. I've gotten worse insults over a fake Discord survivor where the winner gets 50 bucks than like a YouTube Shorts comment section. And some of the people in the YouTube Shorts comment section are brutal. They can be real mean. But the people in the org community are somehow worse and much more mean. Anyways, even though I don't have the most fond memory of the org community because those people are immature and bitter, one of my favorite memories of the org community is when I survived a 4-3 vote at the final 7 of a Survivor themed game. Because we were on 2 different opposing like alliances of 3, and I was like kind of the biggest threat of my alliance. You could argue I would consider myself the biggest threat, but then I got to the end and everyone hated me, so you would also, and some people could make the argument that's not a threat. I make the argument that I was a threat. I just had a bitter jury. Because if I wasn't a threat, well, I was like getting votes. But I got 3 votes. The opposing alliance leader, their biggest threat, got 3 votes, and there was just one person in the middle, and they got to decide which of the 2 targets went home. Which of the 2 targets was getting eliminated that night. And the person in the middle rightfully sided with me. Because, well, I'm just better at the game. I mean, I don't go home on a 4-3 vote. That's for damn sure. I don't go home on a 4-3 vote. In fact, I've never gone home before at all. I've played 2 orgs. One that lasted 38 days, one that lasted 40 days. The one that was 38 days had 20 people? Yes. And the one that was 40 days had 21 people. And I made it to the final 2 of both of them. Never voted out. I voted out... Hold up, I need to do quick math. 38 minus... No, Jesus Christ, I can't do math. What's 20 minus 2 is 18. 21 minus 2 is 19. You add those 2 numbers together, that gives you 37. I've voted out 37 people. Or at the very least, proper grammar, proper wording would be, I've outlasted 37 people in online Survivor games. And I've never been voted out myself. And that's part of the reason why I never want to play again. I never want to play again because I don't want to pull like an Amanda Kimmel, you know? I feel like my persona in the org community is like Amanda Kimmel if she never played heroes versus villains. You know? I played 2 games, made it to the end of both of them. I might not have won, but I at least looked pretty doing it. I've outlasted 37 people. Never been voted out. I have 78 days of online Survivor under my belt. And if I ever play again, I risk ruining that reputation. I risk being voted out. I risk being the heroes versus villain version of Amanda Kimmel, which is, unfortunately, as much as I love her, the worst version of Amanda Kimmel. To be fair, Amanda could have made it to the end of Heroes vs. Villains if Candace wasn't stupid and flipped. I agree. Candace just should have never been on that cast. I don't know why Candace was ever cast again for anything ever. I think she is not a good player and not a good character for TV. Like, I don't understand it. It's my same confusion with, like, Stephanie LaGrossa. I understand why they brought her back the first time, because she was a good player and a good character on her first season, Palau. Then she came back for Guatemala, and she was a good player, but a terrible character. No one liked her personality on Guatemala. It was almost like a complete heel turn. Complete 180. And ever since then, she's lost both aspects of her original game. She's a terrible player and a terrible character. There's no appeal to her, in my opinion. She brings nothing to the table. She's not a good game player, and she's not a good TV character. So why do we keep casting her on things like Snake in the Grass, or The Traders, or Survivor 50? Like, get her off my screen. I don't care. And I feel the same way about Candace. Like, why did Candace get cast on not only... Oh, I'm so out of bounds. Why did Candace get cast on not only Heroes vs. Villains, but also Blood vs. Water? Candace was a terrible player and a terrible personality her first season. I don't want to see her again. Let alone 2 more times. That's a waste of screen time. Such a waste of screen time. I don't understand it. Yeah. I will say, though, I do sometimes miss playing orgs because I miss the thrill of, like, being fully ingrained in those types of scenarios. I miss, like, being at the final 7 of an online Survivor and knowing I have 3 votes coming my way. Like, there's something about the thrill of that that I just don't really get anywhere else in my life, you know? We did so much better this Grand Prix, by the way. Got first place every single race, and I was barely paying attention. I was talking about Survivor and Big Brother. Maybe the reason I performed so poorly the first Grand Prix is because I just needed to warm up, you know? I needed a little bit of a warm up. It's all good. We keep going. Candace was an awful player. Jonathan had her thought of her as his #1 ally, and she treated him like crap. Yeah, I thought she was just terrible in every aspect of the game, and I don't understand her appeal. And bringing her back on Heroes vs. Villains with her husband killed even more of her appeal. Because, like, the only viewer appeal I could see for Candace was her showmance on Cook Islands. But then you bring her back with a husband that is not that showmance. It's like, okay, why do we care about this guy? This isn't her showmance. This is just a random dude. Like, why do we care about this guy? And maybe that's mean to her husband, but it's true from a viewer perspective. Like, if one of her main appeals as a character was having a showmance, and then you bring her back on a later season with a husband that isn't that showmance, why do we give a fuck? Like, respectfully, why do we give a fuck? You're just forcing this new guy down our throat as if we're gonna care about this romance. Fun fact, I don't. That was such a terrible shortcut, by the way, and now I'm gonna get blue shelled as a punishment. What a bummer. I'll give her a pass on Blood vs. Sweater because she was an alternate. I don't even know if I can give her a pass, though, as being an alternate, because, like, find a better alternate. There's so many amazing Survivor players out there who have never played. Make them an alternate. Like, hell, give me Lacey. From... I can't even say it without laughing. But, like, give me Lacey as an alternate over Candace. I don't... And I hate Lacey. Or, like, a more serious answer from the same season. Give me Stacy as an alternate. I think Stacy was a great player who only got screwed over by a twist. But, like, I gotta look at Candace's obnoxious, scrunched up face. She always looks like she's angry or, like, constipated. For 3 seasons. I don't want to do that. She brings nothing to the table. I mean, I guess she got to yell at fucking Brad Culpepper, but... I don't know. That was a cool moment. That's her one cool moment. Yeah, that is a bummer. She didn't get to pregame, but also, like, I feel like there's ways they could host Survivor seasons and eliminate the pregaming. They do such a terrible job of having people... I don't know. In my opinion, they do it to themselves. Because they don't properly isolate their players. I can't think of the term right now. What is it called when they keep players, like, in that little holding area before the season starts? Why can I not think of it? But, like, all the players can see who is going to be on the season before the season starts. And while they're not supposed to start talking until the season actually begins, they still can pregame. They can still, like, make eyes at each other. And even more annoying, like, the pregame press begins before the season. And I understand that. Is the holding area just a hotel? It is, but like they don't keep them locked in their hotel rooms so they can like see each other. And I think that's stupid. Like for a show that has such high stakes, $1 million, and has been ongoing for 50 plus seasons now, you would think that they would like force them to stay isolated in their rooms so they can't see who's going to be on their season. They can't pregame. That's why Survivor 49 had literally 2 people kicked off of it. Because they're all allowed to walk around the hotel and the lounge and the pool area. And while they're not supposed to talk, they talk. And like when it's returning player seasons, it's even worse. Because the returning players know how to like bend the rules and get around it more. And that's why almost every returning player season has pregame alliances. And it just baffles me because I feel like if they had any intelligence, they would have figured out by now how to prevent this from happening. And then they do the pregame press, and like in the pregame press, which happens before they form the tribes and like go out on the beach for real and actually start the game, they'll ask them questions like, oh, what do you think about this player, this player, this player? Which also gives away who's going to be on the season. And it forms these kind of preconceived notions in their head about like what they want to do strategy-wise. If I was a producer, for example, on a returning season, a returning player season, everyone would be isolated in their hotel rooms. You don't find out who's on your season until you drop on the beach day 1, the game has started. And then we'll just find time during day 1 to do that pre-game press after the game has started, not before the game has started. Yes, you are correct. I heard the same thing, Hollow Man. Apparently multiple people pre-gamed in 49, but they could only replace 2. Like, that's why I have mixed feelings about the Survivor 49 cast and the season as a whole. Like, I kind of love Savannah as a winner, because I feel like she's one of the few villainous winners we've had in the new era. One of the, honestly, only villainous winners we've had in the new era, and I love a good villain. As someone who played the villain role when I played my 2 online survivors, I leaned into the villain role heavy. I similarly will support a villain, but I struggle to like support Savannah because she was supposedly a part of like the pre-gaming, as was supposedly Rizzo and Sophie and the guy who got bitten by the snake, Jake, I think his name was, I forget. But like the first 3 people I just mentioned, Savannah, Rizzo, Sophie, that's literally 3 people who made the final 4. So it is kind of, I don't know, a little concerning. And you could make the argument that the pre-gaming helped them get to the end of the game, helped them win. And sure, they removed the 2 worst offenders, but that clearly didn't fix the problem. And that annoys me. I just feel like it ruined the integrity of that season. And it sucks, because like I feel like that season had really good episodes, really good moments. And it surprised me, because like I was getting really bored of the new era. I thought a lot of seasons within the new era of Survivor felt very samey. And they had a lot of the same moments, same characters, same story beats. And then 49 comes along and it broke the mold a little bit. But I couldn't appreciate it to the fullest because I knew the game, at least the integrity of the game, had been broken. So, not gonna lie, I hate Rizzo. I know a lot of people love him, but his ego and arrogance pisses me off. I think he's a funny guy, but I do partially agree with your point because I know he was part of that pregame alliance from all of the reports that have come in from people who were there at the hotel and other players who were on that season. Like, yeah, I just can't really respect someone who pre-games. Especially on a newbie season. On a newbie season, that is, in my opinion, like a deadly sin. Like, you should be removed. That season should have been, like, canceled. On a returning player season, I know it's unavoidable, but I think the show should be doing more to avoid it. Anyways, we're going to purposefully get a good item here in 7th. And I want to show you all a fun little shortcut. Because this is something I used to do back in the day. For a very short period of time, actually, I had, like, a world record on this track. But this is an old shortcut I used to do back in the day where you kind of line yourself up with the pond here. You use the mushrooms to fall in this specific section of the pond. And we just skipped an entire lap, for the most part, of the track. A whole loop. And now we're in first. Everyone's still driving through the cave. I'm now on lap 3. And I love it. I mean, that's just a classic. That's just nostalgia right there. That reminds me of back when I was a kid and life was still good. I could still feel happiness. Now it's just sorrow, but there's still little moments like that. Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, unacceptable on a new cast. Returnees is more understandable, but still wish it wouldn't happen. I agree. And I get annoyed with the production of Survivor because I feel like they don't do enough. They really don't do much at all to prevent it on returning player seasons. Like, they do not even the bare minimum. And I think that is insane. Jenna Lewis didn't pregame and look what happened to her. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Anyways, I gotta keep checking the clock. Okay, it's not 8 o'clock yet. Once we get towards 8, now obviously, I'm not gonna end the stream immediately at 8 o'clock. But once we get a little closer to 8, I'm gonna probably pause the stream just because I want to react to, like, who won the Battle of the Block and who gets evicted. Yeah, I don't know. I have such mixed feelings about, like, modern competition shows. It's why I wanted to just start hosting my own. Like, I don't like watching a lot of shows anymore. I feel like the challenge has gotten very boring. Big Brother is so campy to an almost obnoxious degree. Like, they'll host a challenge, they'll explain the rules of the challenge, and then the first thing they do before they even start playing the challenge is have someone hop over into the DR and do a confessional in the diary room of the exact same rules of the challenge. They could be doing a challenge, which is like stacking a tower of cards. And the HOH will be explaining the rules of the challenge. And they'll be like, in this challenge, you have to stack a deck of cards. The person who stacks the highest stack of cards in the allotted amount of time wins the power of head of household. And then it'll cut to a diary room confessional of one of the competitors being like, in this challenge, my goal is to stack the deck of cards as high as possible, so I win head of household. No fucking shit, buddy. We just heard the head of household explain the rules. And then the challenge will begin and people will be stacking their cards and someone will drop their stack and it'll cut to a diary room confessional of the person who just dropped their stack. They'll be like, my entire stack just dropped. That's not what I wanted to do. Like, my biggest complaint about Big Brother is how insanely stupid their confessionals are. Like, I swear to God, the producers must be forcing lobotomies on these people in the diary room. Making them say the dumbest things ever. And they gotta think their viewers are, like, actual inbred 2-year-olds. Because watching that show, I feel like my intelligence is being insulted constantly. I love watching the live feeds, and then comparing the live feeds to the actual TV show it's insane. It's like a sin. That's one thing I will give Survivor. Survivor does confessionals beautifully, where like they'll have a beautiful background and they'll be explaining the strategy in such a fun, upbeat way that actually makes you feel like you're cued in, like you're a member of the tribe. And it's smart. Big Brother's just stupid. It's one of the reasons why Cody won favorite house guest season of all. He was just himself. Yeah, it's very funny, actually. He's one of the few people that actually felt like a normal human being and not a caricature. Like, we just heard the rules. You don't have to have every house guest tell us the rules again. Yeah, I hate it. I admittedly have not watched every TV episode of this season of Big Brother because I just can't get through them. I can't do it. And I already watched the live feed, so I know what's happening anyways. I pretty much have only been watching the eviction episodes because I like knowing who goes home like right away. I will say, if Lyric wins the Battle of the Block, I will be a little heartbroken because I don't want either Drew or Melody to go home. But if Melody goes home, I do think it's a little bit her fault because she has not done a good job campaigning to stay. Now, it's not entirely her fault. Like, the other side of the house has had power every week so far, all 4 HOHs. But this week in particular, she has not done a good job to stay. Not done a good job campaigning. So while I will miss her, and I think she's an amazing confessionalist, I won't have much, like, sorrow. That's fine. I wanted to go this way. No, it's fine. I actually wanted to hit every single icicle. Anyways. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just, as much as I love watching the shows, the challenge has gotten very boring to me. Survivor just been doing too much, and doing too much of the same shit, like very repetitive. And I don't know. I'm growing annoyed with US Survivor. And Big Brother's, it really feels like they are insulting my intelligence when I watch the TV show. The only reason I still have a deep love for Big Brother is because of the live feeds. I'm addicted to watching the live feeds. But like, other than that, I pretty much just now have like a passion for hosting my own game shows like I did back in April. Especially because I don't really want to play anymore. Like, I played my 2 online Survivors, I won my money, and I'm done. The community was a little too toxic for me, so I'm done. I won my money. I've never been voted out. I can say that with pride. And I have a flawless record. So I think now I'm just transitioning over to hosting my own game shows. Because if I'm going to be disappointed by, like, Survivor, I'll just host my own competition show. And I'll be much less disappointed by myself. Even though that sounds a little cocky. But it's true. Like, the game show we hosted back in April, I had so much fun. I had so much fun doing that. So that's where a lot of my, like, passion has been lately. And I announced this in my last live stream, but we can announce it again. I've officially started scheduling Season 2 of Wolf's Den, my game show. And I have a date planned, but I don't want to officially spoil that yet. So while there is a date for Season 2, I'm going to keep that a secret. What I will tell you is that it's in September. Season 2 of my game show will be in September. Very excited. The date will be announced soon. That's all I'll say. No spoilers yet. Also, this is a completely unrelated topic, but you want to know what boomer take I think is like the worst? All right. The boomer opinion I think is like, dude, I can't even put it into like words that are polite. I'm trying to be nice here, but like the boomer opinion that I think is the dumbest, and it's not the one you're thinking of, is the opinion, the belief that you need to always take your hat off indoors. And I don't even understand where that comes from. Besides the fact that they've just always owned all the houses, they still own all the houses. So they just think that they're allowed to set every unwritten imaginary rule inside of the houses. I don't get it. I think it's so stupid. It's up there with like the same boomer opinion as like cashiers. It's almost as stupid as the boomer opinion that cashiers need to stand at the grocery store. If you're checking out my food, you best not be sitting down. Meanwhile, they're driving through the Walmart on their fucking scooters. Like, I really don't get it, and it pisses me off. I don't know why you think my hat is disrespectful, but I promise it's not an immediate affront to you. It's more to hide my messy hair and lack of being able to afford a haircut because you've completely outpriced everything that exists in the entirety of this nation. But it just pisses me off. I don't know. It pisses me off. Again, it's a very like underrated opinion. Like there are a lot of things you can be mad at the boomers about, like the housing crisis I just talked about. But I think one that we don't talk about enough, and one that bothers me specifically as someone who loves to wear hats everywhere, is the fact that boomers think wearing a hat indoors is the same as like using a slur but on your head. I don't understand it. Like I've had elderly people in my family truly react to me wearing a hat indoors the same way as if you would say a slur. Meanwhile, they openly use some of those words like we're still in the 1920s. Like, I just don't understand it. I don't get it. Back in my day, we had a separate section in the ice cream shop for people that looked different than me. But everyone took their hats off because that's respect. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense, Gam Gam. Now let's get you back to bed. Let's put a little bit more morphine in the IV so you fall asleep a little bit faster, and I can put my beanie back on. And no, beanie's not a slur. That's the hat you made me take off when I got in the door. We don't call people like that anymore, Grandma. We don't use those words anymore. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't understand it. I really don't get it. And maybe there's like some crazy lore behind it as to why it's quote unquote disrespectful. But I personally disagree. Oh my god, I'm the greatest. Fuck you and your hats. I'm never taking my hat off again. Not during the Pledge of Allegiance, not during a funeral, not during sex. That was fucking pleasure. That was phenomenal. My partner's aunt tells me to remove my hat indoors every time. I never do. Not a big deal to me anyway. See, I really don't get it. Back when I was like a kid and I'd visit like aunts, uncles, grandparents, I would. But now, like, I'll go to family events, say like Christmas, and I'll have like family members make little comments to me like, why are you wearing your hat? And I'll just be like, because it goes good with this outfit. Looks nice. How are you today? Merry Christmas. I no longer will take my hat off for what I consider to be an unnecessary and just irritating request. Holy shortcut win. Yeah, that was crazy. That was actually crazy. Yeah, it is kind of crazy. It's funny you use the word freedom in that chat message, because the same generation that loves to speak about how their freedoms are being taken away is the generation that's like, no hats indoors. And like, I don't want someone of a different race in my ice cream shop. I think I just want to like, maybe, just maybe, crazy idea, be able to like go to the local Friendlies down the street and get a banana split without having to find the Caucasian section. All right, it's not the Great Depression anymore. What time is it? 7:57. All right, we run one more Grand Prix. We run one more Grand Prix, and then I might take a break just to see what's going on. I'm gonna be late. I'm gonna be late to starting this track because I'm texting my wife. That's fine. We'll make a comeback. We will be making a comeback. I realize this track doesn't really have the greatest shortcuts, but we can just kind of take the turn a little bit tighter. I can always get a little bit tighter. Sorry. It's also a really long track. Oh, I hit that. That's nice. Beautiful. We're chilling. Also, it's wonderful to see you tonight, my dearest brother. Oh, not the fire. Please stop. Please clap. Oh, the last fireball he had is the one that hit me. Get out of here, kid. I had to get rid of that banana anyways, because there's an item box coming up, but might as well take him down with it. I have no coins, I realized. I mean, to be fair, I wasn't driving on the track much this race. We were taking a ton of shortcuts. What a snipe from Toad. I mean, he took himself out with it. It was kind of a kamikaze, but he also got me. Like he took me down with him. It's impressive. Actually crazy. Cool, cool. What a beautiful time. Alright. Oh, what a classic. I love the Game Boy tracks, even though a lot of them are boring. I can admit that. A lot of them are very basic. But I just like grew up with Mario Kart Super Circuit. Alright. The Game Boy was the first ever console I played. And Mario Kart Super Circuit on the Game Boy was the first video game I ever played. Like, this was my first ever video game. So I have just such strong... Oh god, that's terrible. That was like a jump scare. The green shell was hiding behind the thwomp, so when the thwomp started moving up, the green shell was just right there behind it. No, I just have a ton of nostalgia for this game. It wasn't the first game I ever owned. Technically, my dad owned the Game Boy and thus owned all of the Game Boy games. The first game I ever owned was Pokemon Ruby. But it was still the first game I ever played, regardless of whether or not it was mine. It still meant a lot to me. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, I love this game. Like, obviously, this is always gonna have a special place in my heart because it was the first game I ever played. Like, that's just something you can never change. Big Brother's starting. Yeah, I know. I'm curious. So the reason I played another Grand Prix is because usually they don't go straight into the blockbuster. They play a little bit of like, here's what you missed in the last 24 hours in the Big Brother house. So I'm taking a little bit of a risk doing this Grand Prix. And then hopefully by the time this Grand Prix is done, the blockbuster will be starting. Yeah, previously on. Okay, cool. That's what I was hoping. We have 2 more tracks, and then we can take a little break. Cool. Oh, God. The fire is it's terrifying, bro. If you're watching then Hollow Man, let me know when they switch over to the blockbuster. I'm just gliding back and forth, left and right. Oh no. Yeah, that could have been worse. The lightning didn't send us flying face first into the Goomba, at least. Beautiful. What a classic, dude. I love Mushroom Gorge. This is such a good track. See, I miss playing these old Mario Kart games, because I'll be honest, Mario Kart World was a big disappointment for me. And that's not to say it's a bad game. Like, it's a good game, but it was a big disappointment for 3 primary reasons. The biggest reason, it was $80, and that game was not worth $80. But the second and third reasons I was disappointed by that game is it only has 30 tracks. Meanwhile, the last game to come out, Mario Kart 8, had 96. And sure, you can make the argument, okay, well that includes DLC. Even if you get rid of the DLC, it had 48. So, like, 30 tracks on Mario Kart World for an $80 game is egregious. And then the open world that they included was so boring and barren. I was so disappointed. It really bummed me out. So I really haven't been playing much Mario Kart World lately. It's like, I'm over it. I'm over it, brother. Why did the chat glitch out like that? Your message recently glitched out in such a weird way with the parentheses. So funny. Why did it do that? It did it in like columns. I didn't notice that because I was reading it in Twitch chat, not on like my, you know, chat on screen. Oh god. I was looking at the chat. I wasn't looking at the game. I was reading it in Twitch chat, not in my chat box. But the parentheses like glitched out completely. They needed more time for Mario Kart World to flesh it out more. I 100% agree with that. Like, I think Mario Kart is a great launch title. And I understand why they wanted it to be a launch title, but like, if you want it to be a launch title, put the proper amount of work, time, and effort into it. Don't just push something out because you want $80 to go on top of the $500 Switch price on launch. And that $80 is still insane to me. Not worth it. Thankfully, I technically only spent $50 because I got the digital version, but like, I kind of regret that because I like physical media. Like, I don't want the digital version. I want a physical cartridge. Oh no. I purposely left first place so I could not get blue shelled, and then I almost got blue shelled anyways. But yeah, like, I want physical media. I want physical cartridges. But I'm glad I didn't spend $80 on that game because it would not have been worth it. I mean, hell, $50 for the digital version of that game. Pre-installed on my Switch 2. That doesn't even feel worth it. Like, $50 still feels like a scam. I'm hoping they add more content in the future in the form of, like, free DLCs, or at least free if you're, like, a Nintendo Online member like I am. That's how they at least did it with the last Mario Kart. The last Mario Kart, the DLCs were free if you're a Nintendo Online member. And then maybe Mario Kart World will feel more worthwhile. Oh, I'm getting blue shell again. I don't think I have time to back out of first place either. It's fine. We're actually okay here. The second place got red shelled, so they haven't even surpassed me yet. Could probably save that mushroom for a little shortcut here at the end, but that's fine. Everything's fine. We won. But yeah, I would love to see, like, free DLC added to Mario Kart World with more content, and then it would feel more worth the price tag for a guy like me. But as of right now, nah. Nah. All right. I don't think we have enough time to do a whole, like, 4 tracks, another Grand Prix. Maybe we do, like, Balloon Battle. Use my Wii. I hate the way the Wii sound. Did I say Wii? My Mii. I don't like the way the Mii sounds in this game, though. Weird. It sounds kind of weird. I mean, Woohoo Town's kind of classic. Still haven't started the Blockbuster yet. Yeah, I'm just nervous because I know they're also doing the wall comp tonight. They announced that on social media yesterday. Or this morning. I don't know. It was really early. So because they're starting the wall comp, they're probably going to start that at the end of the episode, which means the episode's probably going to make the Blockbuster start early, the strategizing for who's going home start early, and thus the eviction's going to start early. So I'm expecting the, like, previously on section to be pretty short, because they don't have a lot of time tonight. So I didn't want to play a whole Grand Prix. I just wanted to, you know, play a little balloon battle here instead of a Grand Prix. And you know, I like Balloon Battle. Balloon Battle's fun. I think this version of Balloon Battle kind of sucks. I like the versions of Balloon Battle where you eliminate people completely. Like, for example, Metal Mario, I just got rid of all his balloons and he respawned. No, I want him eliminated from the game. I want to kill him. Like, my favorite version of Balloon Battle might be Mario Kart DS. Not only because it has the elimination style, but I also think Mario Kart DS has some of the best maps in Balloon Battle. Oh, dang. But, like, this point system for Balloon Battle just kind of sucks. It's not very riveting. They made me throw you under the bus. I remember her saying that on the feeds. Was that when she was talking to, like, Lala and Taylor? Or one of them? I don't know. I remember that. That was so stupid. I hate her. I want Lyric to go home so bad. I want her to go home not only because she's bad at the game and makes very stupid decisions, but also because she's not a Big Brother fan. She wasn't applying for Big Brother. She was recruited for Big Brother. Like, and I have so little respect for recruits. I know that sometimes recruits can be good players and can be, like, good, like, television. Recruits aren't always bad. But, in my opinion, recruits are more often bad TV than good TV. And Lyric is the perfect example of that. I think she's terrible TV and a terrible recruit. I would just rather them, you know, cast people who were applicants. And I'm not one of those, like, purists. All right, I'm not one of those die-hard Survivor fans or Big Brother fans who believe that the cast should be 100% applicants. I've seen those opinions online before where, like, Survivor fans try to argue and say that Survivor casts need to be 100% applicants, 0 recruits. I disagree with that because then you just get super game bot seasons and game bot players. And that's almost boring. Like, there's no variety in the type of player on your cast. There's no variety in the strategy amongst your cast. And that's what kind of makes for a fun season, having a variety of different strategies, players, and opinions. Here. Hi. Hi. Wow. What a monster. You're like a monster. Oh my god. You're like a freaking monster. You're like a freak. You're just a freak, that's what you are. Yeah. Hey, where you going? Come here. Back here. Come here. Come up. Come here. No one can see you unless you come up here. Up. Up, up, up. No one can see you unless you get up. Wow. Okay, you just hit me in the face. Okay, okay, okay. Thank you. That was so sweet. Oh my gosh. And she's gone. And she's gone. Alright, they went to commercial. Did they go to commercial in the Blockbuster, or just commercial and they're still doing previously on content? Because usually they'll set up the Blockbuster, the players will be in the Blockbuster, and then they'll go to commercial, and during that commercial break, they're, like, explaining the rules of the Blockbuster to the players. But yeah, Lyric is, sorry, to finish my point, terrible example of a recruit. I wish they did not recruit her. Oh my gosh, my eye is, like, I think I got dog hair in my eye. It's itching. Something is stuck in my eye. Anyways, well, if they do come back from commercial and they are in the Blockbuster challenge, we'll just pause our gameplay. In the meantime, oh, let's keep playing. Keep doing Balloon Battle. Honeybee Hive is such a silly course. I forgot that's how the fan worked. Oh my god, that actually scared me for a sec. I thought I was getting, like, sent out of the map. I thought that was going to make me lose a balloon. Okay. There's got to be other places you get items except the middle, right? Yeah, there are. I was going to say, like, I can't keep going into the middle. That's going to be, like, where most of the players are congested. All right. Turn around. I don't want to just be stuck in the middle. Oh, hi, Toad. Definitely had a shot on me there, buddy. Oh, I did not mean to go for Metal Mario there. I was trying to go for Koopa. I was trying to go for Koopa again. Koopa is just surviving bullets. Bro is dodging bullets right now. You know, Honeybee Hive is a fun track, but, and maybe I'm just talking purely off nostalgia bias here, but I feel like it's a worse version of Big Boo's Haunt. And I'm not talking about the level from Super Mario 64. I'm talking about the battle track from Mario Kart DS. Mario Kart DS had a battle course themed to Big Boo's Haunt, and I think that was low-key better than this. Because this feels like super enclosed. And like, I don't know. The layout of it is just not as fun as Big Boo's Haunt. And maybe, again, it's nostalgia bias. Could very much so be nostalgia bias. I just gave Mario a 3 point. Okay, well, at least we're tied with him now. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Oh, looks like they're still showing events leading up to this moment. That's fair. They do have a lot to recap just in the last 12 hours. Because 24 hours ago, Drew was supposed to be going home. And then last night, Melody was supposed to be going home. And now, as of like this morning and afternoon, Lyric's supposed to be going home unless she wins the blockbuster. So a lot has changed. Admittedly, a lot has changed. All right, well, if they're still showing events leading up, we might be able to get away with one more Grand Prix before the next commercial break. Not me. Don't play as me. Play as Yoshi. All right, let's run it. Worst case, we run out of time. I'll just pause in the middle of this. Got no coins there, but I did get a mushroom for the shortcut. So, like, pros and cons, you know? Pros and cons. I missed the shortcut. Oh, I must use the mushroom too early. That is heartbreaking. No way. I need to get my acceleration back, so I just used it. Give me my acceleration back, please. Oh, another mushroom. Okay. Alright, I'm happy I used it then. Makes it feel much more worthwhile. Oh, there's a lightning. I'm using this mushroom before I lose it. Yep. Might as well, you know? Please don't run me over. Please don't run me over. Very rude. No way that blue shell hit me. Give me a mushroom. No mushroom, but I still might be able to hit this. Got it. Let's go. Beautifully timed jump. I feel great about that. Sorry, my beard is itchy. Trying to like itch my beard with my thumb while still playing the DS. We're multitasking. And we're not gonna be able to make that jump, so might as well just dip down, grab a coin. No one took the shortcut, so we're still gonna be in first after this. Amazing. Beautiful. Feel good, boys. I feel great. I am very worried about this blockbuster. Okay. Not only because Melody has yet to perform very well in a competition, but also because she has said multiple times throughout the season she hates puzzles, and the blockbuster tonight is a puzzle. So, like, I fear it is entirely up to Drew. It is on Drew's shoulders alone to win the blockbuster and make sure Lyric does not save herself. And that is a bit scary, because Drew also has not been the greatest in competitions. He's been okay. I mean, Melody was okay at the last veto, but the last veto was pure, like, social deduction. Okay, another commercial. Julie did say up next is the blockbuster. Alright. We'll finish out this race and then pause the stream to react to the blockbuster. Oh, the commercial break just started? Okay, okay. I know. I'm worried, though, if I play another race, I won't be back in time. I just want to pause it here. I think if I play another race, I won't finish that race in time for the commercial break. So we're going to pause it here. We're just going to leave our DS to idle and chill. Let me pull up the feed. How are we feeling? I'm nervous, to be so honest. To be so honest with y'all, I'm very nervous. This is like one of the first weeks where I've truly cared who goes home. Because I feel like it could actually be a power shift, depending on who goes home. A little bit. Like the red corner could lose a little bit of their power in the house. Even though they had HOH, which is crazy to say out loud. And that's always fun. Like when someone has HOH and they still lose power in the house. Here we go. Here we go indeed. Open up Twitter. I'm opening up everything. I'm opening everything. My favorite thing is scrolling through Twitter sometimes because I just see the funniest tweets. I'm sorry to Lyric, she's a nice girl, but if she wins Blockbuster, I'm calling off work tomorrow to mourn what this season could have been. That's so funny. My heart's in my ass, and you're giving me a special look of Paw Patrol the Dino movie. Oh, fuck. I'm nervous. Do you think the movie store ever sue them for using their Blockbuster name? I don't like this. Maybe. I mean, isn't that like owned by a separate entity now though? It's not like Blockbuster anymore. Lyric's doing well. This is not good. It's like they designed this for Lyric though. Like Lyric acts like a child 24/7 and then they give her a competition based off a children's thing. Oh my god, what the fuck? I didn't think that was gonna happen. There's no way. That's insane. It looked like it was gonna be Lyric all the way. There's no way. It looked like Lyric was winning that by a landslide, and then Drew just pulls it out? No way. And that's like the most exciting scenario, because this could now be a 6-5 vote. Oh my god. My heart's in my ass. I want to see a tie, like, not tie vote, obviously. It can't be a tie vote. But I want to see a 1 vote differential. A 1 vote differential. No fucking way. Oh, I apologize for spoiling it then. I thought mine was behind because, like, I was looking at Twitter and looking back at mine, and people on Twitter were like hyping up Drew, and I'm like, he hasn't won yet on my screen. On my screen, he's losing. I think it's gonna be 6-5. This is crazy. Hold up. Okay. Okay. We have a little bit of time to keep playing the game, because they're gonna be strategizing for a little bit. Let's keep racing. I need to calm my nerves. Coconut Mall is not gonna help calm my nerves, but at least it's a nostalgic place for me. It's a place of my childhood. Dude, what's crazy? Mallory might be the deciding vote now, because she has to vote out one of her alliance members, one of her giggle gals, or whatever they call that alliance, the giggle girls. She has to choose between Lyric and Melody. Mallory might be the deciding vote here. It's going to be 5-5 with her being the 6th vote either way. This is fucking insane. I'm so excited. As a fan, this is riveting. Now, granted, there's always the chance things might have changed between when the feeds cut out today. But, like, when the feeds were going off, it was looking like a 6-5 split. This is insane. No way. Oh, God. I am, like... I am at a loss for words right now. I hate this stupid Tanuki item. Just missed all of the boost panels. Now the plot thickens, yeah. After this race, I'm going to pause again. I really should not have played this race. I just want to keep the gameplay going. Okay. Not gonna lie, if it somehow turns to a unanimous vote, I'm gonna be highly disappointed. Me too. Because, like, before the feeds went down, it looked like it was gonna be a split. So if someone leaked it, if somehow the whole house found out and it becomes unanimous, that's so boring. Oh, this is so funny. Okay. I need to calm down. I'm like stressing. I want it to be a 6-5 vote though. Like, is that bad? I want half of the house to be blindsided. That's crazy. All right, how are we feeling? How are we feeling, Hollow Man? I was so nervous. I'm watching the comp again on Twitter. Someone posted it on Twitter. I was so nervous because Lyric was ahead. She had like a good lead. And maybe it was just the camera angles they were using, but no, like she had a good lead for a while. I wasn't expecting anything out of Melody. I'm so sorry. I feel so bad saying that, but like, I had no hope. I was kind of annoyed that Lyric was obviously trying to signal that Drew won a blockbuster. It could be a me thing though. I mean, I didn't even notice that. I was maybe too nervous. I might have been too nervous to even pick up on that. After the fact, yeah. Watching this comp back, I was so nervous in the moment, but watching this back on Twitter, it's so stupid that it's a Paw Patrol themed competition. This is insanely stupid. It's just annoying. Like, why? It's not necessary. Yeah, you are right. Sorry, I'm like watching clips back again, like rewinding, and she is like, as they're walking down the stairs, she's like shaking her head and just looking at him, like basically signaling that he won. Shaking her head that she didn't win and like looking at Drew. Yeah, that's annoying. She annoys me. I don't know. Oh. Okay. Fine. Everything's fine. This is kind of the best case scenario. We wanted Drew to win. I wanted a split house. Now we get votes. I'm definitely ahead of you because I'm getting the votes now. Ooh. Okay. So we're only a little off. I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed. I mean, this is still what I wanted. But it doesn't look like we're getting a split vote. Sorry for the spoilers. But yeah. Fuck me. Come on. I mean, I guess it's not bad gameplay to not piss off half the house. But like, if it's unanimous, that annoys me. Leave someone out of the vote. Put someone in the minority. If this is unanimous, I'm going to be annoyed. I want someone to be left out of a vote for once. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Fire whoever leaked the vote. The viewers demand retribution. I agree. This is boring. It is crazy that we're going into a blind side and then a wall comp, though. That's always a classic. Oh, we love a good Mike Bloom tweet. This tweet reads, "There's something about the person who's been using a baby voice around the house getting done in by Paw Patrol. That feels right to me." I do think it's funny though that they're I think it's funny that they used a Paw Patrol comp because we were just talking earlier on stream about how I think Big Brother like insults the intelligence of their viewers with how they edit their show and their diary room confessionals. Like, yeah, she was forced to throw people under the bus. The same way they're going to be forced to vote her out. It's not their choice. They have to. They have to vote her out, right, June? Why are you barking, huh? What are you freaking out about? Why were you barking? She's got such a dumb, happy face. I know you guys can't see it, but like, she's got such a dumb smile. You have a dumb smile? Come here. Come here, friend. Hello, friend. Good dog. You're a good dog. Are we celebrating Lyric's eviction tonight? At least that's what it's looking like once we come back to back from the commercial break. Okay, thank you. Oh, hi. Hello. Look at this freak dog. What a weird dog. Hello. Goodbye. You're a freak dog. You're a weird little dog. By little dog, I mean you're a monster. You're a freaking monster, bro. Yeah, it would have been really cool to see a split house. But with both Taylor and Latrice voting for Lyric, those were two votes that I thought were going to go on Melody. I now have doubts. So the only people I could still see voting for Melody are like Kamu and Chuck, like the red corner. But that's it. Otherwise, it's now probably more likely to be a 9-2 vote or a unanimous vote. If it's a unanimous vote, that's boring. Okay. Can we get voting again? Thank you. Okay, all these votes I expected to be like lyric. I expected, you know, like Drew vote to like lyric. Where's Kamu? Where's Chuck? I want to see their votes. Where's Kamu and Chuck, huh? My dog has no clue what I'm talking about. He probably thinks I'm crazy. Probably thinks I'm talking crazy. You think I'm crazy or are you crazy? You're a crazy little dog. Who voted to evict Melody? Okay, so it's not going to be unanimous. I think they let almost everyone know. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping everyone knows except for the red corner. Because that at least splits the house, kind of. It puts like 3 people in the minority. Oh my gosh, you're loud. Come over here. If you want pets, you have to be within my arm's range. You have to be within arm distance. I can't reach you. Come here. Come here. Here. Good girl. Come here. You can't cry when I can't pet you. I cannot reach you. If you want pets, you must be accessible for such. Chuck voted. Yash voted to evict Melody. That's crazy. Also, can they start enforcing the rule of no shoutouts? I actually hate it. I hate how people start shouting out like 12 family members and their dog. Like, if I was on Big Brother, the most I would ever say is like, I love you, Abby, because that's my wife, and that's it. But my mom, dad, all 3 of my sisters, sorry, they're not getting shout-outs. I'm definitely not giving shout-outs to Gam Gam and my cousins. Like, no. It'd just be like, I vote to evict Lyric. I love you, Abby. And then leave. And I'd be saying I love you, Abby, on the way out. I'm not sitting in the chair to do that. I'm not taking up more time. Like, I would not be wasting people's time sitting in the chair to do that. I would be like, I vote to evict Lyric, and then get up from my chair and on the way out the door say I love you to my wife. But yeah, no, it's obnoxious, the amount of shoutouts. I don't hate an 8-3 vote. I was just hoping it would have been 6-5, but 8-3 still leaves now 4 people in the minority and 8 people in the house in the majority. No, 9. Sorry, I wasn't counting Melody because she's on the block. But count, yeah, 9 people in the majority, 4 people in the minority, because the 3 votes plus Haley, the HOH, had no clue what was going to happen. That's always fun. I find it fun when the HOH has no clue who's going home. Like, you put them on the block and you still don't know who's going home. You were wrong. Sorry. Oopsies, you were wrong. That's crazy. Haley's reaction. Haley's reaction. Oh, okay. All right. We might have to play the game again here soon. I promise I'll play Mario Kart again. How do I have more viewers reacting to Big Brother off camera? Because I can't put it on the screen. I'll get copyright striked. But how do I have more viewers reacting to a TV show off camera than I have viewers like in a regular live stream? This is some of the most viewers I have with both my Twitch stream and YouTube stream combined than I usually have. This is so funny. Oh, that's so funny. Funny thing is that Diane from Big Brother 5 recently said in an interview to just nominate people you want to get rid of. That way there isn't a blind side. I know, and people still mess that up. People still don't understand such a simple concept. Like, if you're the HOH, just nominate people you're comfortable leaving. You're like, you are okay with exiting the house. And I don't think Haley hates the idea of Lyric leaving. The problem is she was warming up too much to Lyric. Like, she put Lyric on the block, but then was like, I don't want Lyric to go. I want it to be Drew or Melody. Then why did you put Lyric on the block? You should be putting 3 people on the block, all of which you want to go. And I understand it's difficult with like 3 people on the block. You know, that's 3 people you gotta kind of like cut ties with in the game. But you don't have to openly cut ties with them. You know, hide that from them. Don't tell them you're cutting ties with them, but like, it should be best for your game if all 3 of those people go. And Haley did not do that this week. She did not make the best decisions for her game, which is insane. HOH is such an overpowered, like, it's such an OP, sorry, hiccups. It's such an OP power in any competition show, like Survivor, Big Brother, The Challenge. I think HOH is like one of the most overpowered things across all 3 of those shows, and people still mess it up. I don't understand how they mess it up, but they do. Crazy. These people are crazy. That's so funny. All right, I need to stop watching. Haley's reaction is just making me laugh. Okay. Let's finish out the stream. Exactly. HOH determines nominees, but not who leaves. So make sure, no matter what, you're getting something you want out of your nominees. Like, someone goes home and you're happy with it. One of those 3 people, you're happy with them going home. It shouldn't be that difficult of a concept. I know Battle of the Block makes it a little bit more complicated because you can't just straight up backdoor someone, and you have 3 people that you're getting blood on your hands with, possibly 4 people you get blood on your hands with if someone wins the veto. But like, suck it up, Buttercup. You're the HOH. Like, it's such an overpowered thing. Like, you should be happy just being the HOH. Oh, that sucks. Alright. Try to close out this stream strong then. That was honestly best case scenario besides a 6-5 split. What a snipe. I'm in such a good mood now. The only thing that would have made me happier is if we got a 6-5 split. But otherwise, like, Drew winning Blockbuster was best case scenario. The house being split and finally having different people in the minority after 4 weeks is best case scenario, and it not being a unanimous vote, best case scenario. I'm so happy about all of those things. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks. I wonder why my dog is... She, like, is very needy right now. I wonder if my wife went to sleep, and now I'm the only one awake who can pay attention to her. So my dog is, like, really, really... I don't know. Like... She's far more attention hungry than normal. Usually, she'll ask for my attention, and then, like, if I go back to streaming, she'll go hang out with my wife. But I wonder if my wife went to bed. That's probably why. Still disappointed it wasn't a 6-5 split, but at least it wasn't unanimous. Yeah, and based off the reaction of people like Haley, Kamu, etc., like, the red corners seemed like they got blindsided, and that's exciting. I'm glad someone was finally blindsided and there was a power shift this season. I made it to alive. Hey, wonderful to see you, 84 billion. Wonderful to see you, brother. Fine, I'll take care of your dog for you. Yeah, I mean, I've only had her for a month, but... You know, I guess you can steal her. She's being very needy right now anyways. Let me see if my wife texted me. Maybe she did go to bed. She sent me a Snapchat 20 minutes ago. Alright, how many Grand Prix do we have left? We have 2 Grand Prix left. Oh, this one's good too. This is like one of the best Grand Prix in the game. Fun, fun, fun. How are you doing, 84 billion? Alright. This Grand Prix is just banger after banger. Like, starting off with Calamari Desert, classic. Now, obviously, it's not the best version of Calamari Desert. Calamari Desert, I think, was perfected on the DLC they put out for Mario Kart Deluxe. That was just so cool. The way they redid this track for Mario Kart Deluxe was phenomenal. But this is still a really good remake. We just jumped into first with that shortcut. Let's get it. Oh my god, I don't know if you guys can hear that. I don't know if the microphone's picking it up, but my dog is jumping around upstairs. It sounds like she's jumping on the couch, off the couch, on the couch, on the chair, off the chair, back on the couch. Like, she is making so much noise. And because the living room's right above my stream room, it's just immediately above my head. Directly above me. So funny. Picking up some of it, but not a lot of it. That's good. It's funny nonetheless. No, I'm in such a better mood though, honestly. I was really tired and kind of like, I don't know, not in a bad mood after work, but like, you know, work doesn't necessarily put me in a great mood. I don't love working 10 hours. It's not my dream to work. My dream job is to not work at all. My dream job is to play video games and hang out with my dog. But like, yeah, after working 10 hours, I came home and I was like really, really exhausted. I was struggling to find like the energy, the charisma to live stream. But that eviction on Big Brother just, that's just really brought all of the life and energy back into my soul. So happy. DK Pass, another classic. I love most of the DS tracks. I think DS is such a good game too. Let's get it. Oh, whoa, hey now. Getting bounced around. I do need to stay focused though. I can't let the positive vibes distract me from the gameplay, because so far we have finished first in every Grand Prix, and I don't want to break that streak. So I'm trying to keep my wits about me. I missed the item boxes. Remember how I said I was going to lock in? Yeah, I lied. It was a lie. Dude. Get out of here. Oh my god. I'm trying to like Tanuki suit the fireballs away from me. I hate the Tanuki suit, bro. It just feels like a waste of my time. Alright, let's do it. We'll work together for our dream job of playing games. Screw everything else. I'll be the puzzle platformer guy, you be the FPS guy. That might be tough. I'm starting to decline. I'm no longer in my FPS prime. We'll figure out the details later. Alright, I got you, I got you. Listen, I'm trying to make hosting live game shows on stream a viable future. So far, I'm in the net negative. My first game show, I spent like over $200 on it, paying all the players and the one cameraman that I had. And I don't think that stream really made any money besides the normal amount of money I make off stream, which is like, I think I have like what, like 5 subs? I didn't get any new subs, is what I'm saying. So, it's okay. You gotta lose money to make money. That's how business works, right? I don't know. I was an English major, not a business major. That's fine. I had too much fun to quit. I had way too much fun hosting that game show to just stop doing it. Which is why Season 2 is next month. We're hosting Season 2 of Wolf's Den in September. I'm very excited. I mean, bricks and minifigs taught me you just have to steal from old people to make money. Alright, maybe that should be my strategy. So, I know for Season 1 I paid all of the players their prize money out of my own pocket. And every player got paid, even last place got paid. But for Season 2, all the players are still going to get paid, but I will be stealing that money from the nearest elderly person I can find. How did that hit me? That's crazy. I can't believe that hit me. That didn't even look like it was anywhere near me. Toad, please get away from me, you freak. Actually, you know what? Fine, you can have first place. Eat the blue shell. Enjoy the blue shell, bud. See if I care. You wanted me dead so bad just so we could get blue shell 5 seconds later. Amazing. Another blue shell? You can have that one, Toad. No, you want first place so bad, buddy. You can have it. It's all you, bud. I'm being petty, but Toad has pissed me off. I love this track, though. I love this track not only because I think it's like a classic, but also because this is one of my favorite maps from Mario Super Sluggers, the baseball-themed Mario game on the Wii. That map is so much fun to play because you're just playing baseball on a cruise ship. There's like a giant squid, like Kraken monster that can steal your baseballs that hangs out on like the side of the ship. It's insane. Actually insane. We gotta play that game again. To be fair, I played a lot of Mario Super Sluggers in the past on my stream. I literally did an entire season of baseball where I played 24 regular season games and an entire playoffs, as well as playing the entire single-player story campaign. So I've done like everything there is to do in Mario Super Sluggers, and therefore, if I ever do stream it again, there'd be like no original content left for me to do. But it's been a couple years. There's no harm in playing it again just for funsies. The blooper is useless for anyone who even slightly knows the course, especially on the DS games, because you can just look down at the bottom of the screen. You know what would have been a really cool mechanic for the blooper on these DS games? If you could, like, get bloopered on the top screen and the bottom screen, and you had to, like, wipe away the ink with the touchscreen. You had to, like, use your thumb to, like, wipe away the ink. But yeah, like, now that my top screen is bloopered, oh no, what am I gonna do? I'm just looking at the bottom screen. I was just looking at the bottom screen and using that map to drive. Simply. I 100% agree with you. I was scrolling through my YouTube Shorts the other day, and I don't use YouTube Shorts a lot because I feel like the algorithm over there sucks and the videos are really low quality. They're just not fun to watch. But I was scrolling through YouTube Shorts, and I saw a YouTube Short of like a Minecraft manhunt, very similar to the manhunts Dream used to do back in the day. Maybe he still does them, I don't know. I don't watch Dream because bro is a cheater and a liar, and also just terrible person. But like, I remember back when Dream got exposed for cheating and lying and doing a ton of terrible things, the least of which were scripting his Minecraft manhunts. But I remember when Dream got exposed for scripting Minecraft manhunts, and some of his stans were reacting as though they had just learned Santa wasn't real. And I don't know. I look back at that, and when I first saw those reactions from those fans on Twitter and Blue Sky didn't exist back then. But like, I remember those reactions from the fans being so exaggeratory, and me thinking, that's kind of crazy. Like, y'all are doing too much. But in reality, if younger Caleb found out that like Bayesian Canadian was scripting his Hunger Games videos, I probably would have killed myself. So I really shouldn't pass any judgment on them, and I apologize that I did back then, because it's truly heartbreaking when you find out that your role model, especially when it's a Minecraft YouTuber, because that's a toxic relationship before you've even had a real relationship, outside of the missing relationship you don't have with your parents. It's having that parasocial relationship broken in such a heartbreaking way, in such a gut-wrenching way, is definitely an emotional response, and I can relate. What? Santa isn't real? No, he isn't. No, like, truly, like, if I was going back and watching like old Bayesian Canadian videos or Captain Sparkles videos, and I found out they were just lying the whole time, it was all scripted, it was all fake, I don't think high school Caleb could have handled that information. That would have sent me into a spiral, bro. So, like... Yeah, I almost feel bad. I almost feel bad for judging. I do, a little bit. Also crazy that people are still doing these, like, fake Minecraft manhunt videos. The one I saw on my YouTube Shorts page wasn't even trying to hide the fact that it was fake. It was this really cringe Minecraft YouTuber who I've definitely seen before, because not only do they make, like, I guess Minecraft manhunt videos, I don't know, this is the first time I've ever seen them make a manhunt video, but they also just make, like, the generic, like, here's what was posted in the newest Minecraft snapshot. So, like, they just make generic Minecraft update videos. But, like, it was so obviously fake because they went into a abandoned mineshaft to try to run away from the hunters. And the first abandoned mineshaft chest they opened had, like, a notch apple in it. And then they eat that god apple. And they just kill everyone. They find the end portal, like, right next to the abandoned mineshaft. And the end portal was missing, like, 2 eyes. So they quickly craft a couple Eyes of Ender, go in and kill the dragon. And it's like, even if at this point, like, I started considering, like, maybe they intentionally were making, like, a fake manhunt video. Like, maybe it was parody. But it was such bad parody, and, like, the content was so obviously, like, geared towards a younger audience. It gave off, like, such Mr. Beast vibes of, like, I don't know how to explain it. You know how, like, a lot of Mr. Beast videos are so obviously geared towards a younger audience to the point where it almost feels predatory? That's how this Minecraft manhunt video felt. It felt like predatory on younger viewers, to the point where even if they were making a parody of Minecraft manhunts, and that's why it was fake, and they weren't being serious about it, you can't make a parody but then also be super predatory about your content. Like, those two things can't exist in the same realm. Like, you either are trying to be like a Minecraft wannabe Mr. Beast content creator who is trying to make a ton of money off kids, or you're a parody content creator who's, like, obviously faking a manhunt video for clout. You can't have it both ways. Like, you can't fake a manhunt video, and when people call you out for being fake, you're like, oh, but it was parody. But then gear all of your content towards children who don't know what parody is. Like, at that point, you're just the worst of both worlds. You're just a terrible content creator. Whenever I hear Manhunt, I always think how Red Dragon copied that movie word for word, scene for scene. I've never even heard of this story before. Explain. Tell me more. I've never heard of this situation. I've never heard of either Manhunt movie, let alone Red Dragon. Or what that is, who that is. Ow. Ooh, let's go this way, actually. I want a good item, so I'm going to fall back for a sec, and hopefully we get, like, a mushroom or something. Ah. Great shell. Unlucky. I want to take this shortcut here. So I want to try to get a mushroom soon, and then hold on to it. I don't want to fall too far back. Let's see if we can get a mushroom in the fifth. Alright, star's not bad. Alright, we're going to hold the star until the shortcut. Because, like, that shortcut... Oh, no. That shortcut's so much fun that I want to do it at least once in this race. But now I'm falling even further back, which is not what I wanted to do. The only problem is I had to hold on to the star for so long, and drive without using any items for so long, it's kind of difficult to catch up. Alright, you know what? Give me an item. Oh my god, you're not giving me any good items. It's fine. There we go, we used the shortcut. Whoop-de-doo. I'm so mad at myself right now. I messed that up. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, now we have to make a little bit of a comeback here. It's my fault. That's okay. This will be even more exciting when we do make the comeback successfully. Beautiful. Need him to get rid of this banana. Oh, it's fine. Green shells are going to make it tough to make a comeback. Yeah, that sucks. It's not over yet, but it might be over. Oh my god, that was an insane first attempt. We had 3 green shells. I only needed 1. That was crazy. That was like a no-look green shell, because I couldn't see him. There was a hill between me and first place, and I just sent a green shell flying over the hill. And as I drive over the hill, I watch my green shell hit him face first. No way. He's a god gamer. That was geometry. Pure geometry. Now we got a classic, Airship Fortress. Love this track. Oh, maybe too much speed, though. A little bit too much speed. I want to blow... Oh, I got no one with that bomb. That actually sucks. I got no one with that. I wanted to blow everyone up. Instead, I got no one. Ow. No way, Daisy. I always had fantasies about Daisy pushing me up against the wall. Not like that, though. Just gave me a fucking concussion as I drive face first into that shit. Disappointing. Okay. How long do we think the wall comp is going to last tonight in Big Brother, by the way? It usually goes for around 2 hours, with the longest one, at least in US history, being 3.5? I think it was BB14. Yeah, it's BB14, Danielle. It's like 3.5 hours. But they've been slowly making it more and more difficult each year, which is why it never lasts that long anymore. Like, it's probably never going to last 3.5 hours anymore. Like, Danielle Murphy's record will probably never be broken unless someone's really in danger. They think their life's on the line and they beast it out because they've made the wall comp so much more difficult. I accidentally used the mushroom there. That was a mistake. It's fine. Somehow I didn't drive into a wall. I actually survived that. That was an impressive turn, considering I used a mushroom and had way too much speed going into that turn. Oh, no. Bad turn, bad turn. One good turn, one bad turn. Back to back. It's fine. Instead of creating a new movie for the series, they just copied Manhunter and called it Red Dragon. Huh. Silence of the Lambs was so popular. I've somehow never heard of the situation. I'll have to look into it, though. That is interesting. I can't believe I've never heard of this. Last race of the night. I want to end on a win. Now, obviously, because we've gotten first place in the first 3 races of this Grand Prix, we're all but guaranteed a gold cup. Alright, we're guaranteed pretty much first place in this Grand Prix. But I want first place in this race. Alright, I want to end the stream on a win. Toad, however, apparently does not want me to have any of my dreams fulfilled. That's insane. And then he fell off the map. Bro kamikazed me just to then fall off the map right after. That's right, I hit him with the fireball. All's fair. Oh god, stop. I used the mushroom too early. That's honestly okay with me, though, because now the blue shell isn't going to hit me, because I'm no longer in first place. But the lightning sends me off the map. Okay, lap 3, we lock in. 5th place on lap 3 is actually gut-wrenching. Oh my god, all of the CPUs are falling off the map, though. This is my moment. I jumped from 5th to 1st. That was crazy. Okay. It almost didn't feel earned. But, like, I didn't have to make a comeback. Like, it would have been cooler if I had, like, red shells or mushrooms and I was passing people or hitting people. But I didn't have to do either of those things because everyone fell off the map. We both said you used the mushroom too early at the exact same time. That's okay. We got the dub. It was a weird race, but we got the dub. Let's go. We got a gold Grand Prix, a gold cup on every single Grand Prix actually tonight. And now we have officially beaten the entire game in one stream, which is kind of crazy. We beat the entire game in one stream, and we got to watch a little bit of Big Brother. Reacted to Big Brother live. It's so funny. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed. I think I'm going to end the stream here. So I do appreciate y'all watching. However, I'm going to head out. I do work the next 3 days. I've been working 5 days straight. So yesterday, today, tomorrow, and the next 2 days. But I am going to be streaming on that 5th day, so I'll be back again on the 9th as I get to come home from work, stream, and not have to worry about working the next day. So I can stay up a little bit late. Today, I'm screwed. Like, I'm screwed going to work tomorrow because I'm going to have no energy, but that's fine. It was worth it because we got to watch Big Brother together and complete the entirety, which is always fun. Is worth it, yeah, for sure. I do appreciate everyone that hung out tonight, though. This music is a banger, bro. This music's a bop. And like I said, I'll be back on the 9th with a Warframe live stream, and hopefully sometime next week I'll have some more information on Wolf's Den Season 2. More specific information, at least. We'll see. I don't want to spoil anything too early. All I can say is Season 2 is happening in September. That's what I will say. Regardless, thank you for the sub on YouTube, Lewis. Thank you for hanging out, Hollow Man, and Brother Brandon, as well as best friend Emily was here earlier. And I wish you all the best. I'm gonna go to bed. See y'all later. Peace out, brothers. Take care of yourselves.